What is up, everybody? Solo CCG here, bringing you a OP13 deck video on Lim. Lim is good again. Everyone knows this deck holds a very special place in my heart. It's one of my favorite decks in the entire game. And here's the build that I've been running. It's basically a really standard Lim list from before, except we're really prioritizing big bodies. The new Shanks is really good. 9-cost Zoro is even better than ever. It's like the Ace and Emu killer. And this 5-cost Sanji is basically plays 2 bodies out because you get 2 on back, which lets you use leader ability. So you get a 7k out and one of your Odyssey type bodies. One thing I'm looking at here, a card that I'm not running currently, is Hell's Judgment of Hell or Hell's Judgment. It's really good into the Zoro matchup. I value this a little bit more than that because it's better into the Ace matchup. Insanely good into the Ace matchup. So I'm not on this yet, but I might be. This is my secondary deck right now to my Sabo. I'm still maining Sabo, but this is my secondary deck, and we're gonna make a video on it now. I also want to announce that I have booted up and started making videos on my gaming channel once again. I am doing, hold on, oh my gosh, I am doing Let's Play content on there again, playing Final Fantasy IX. So if you are interested, go and drop a subscribe to my gaming channel here. There's a lot of old content on here. I have not really uploaded, and see right here, last video was a year ago. Well, I applied to that OnlyFans WoW thing, but a year ago and then 4 hours ago. So please go check it out. This is like a passion project of mine. I love it. One Piece content's not going anywhere. This is still my main bread and butter right here, but go check that out. Those will be daily uploads. You need to go check it out. All right, let's get into some games. All right, we're going into an ace. I am going to take first, even though them getting second isn't super good. I do always still like getting first. Just like old Lim, you want to mulligan for this 1-cost Lim. Always still just a very, very good card. In fact, we have an amazing hand right now. Like, absolutely absurd. Normally, swinging with this and playing down a Nell would not be a terrible idea, but I don't super like doing that because Ace can really just all in on it and kill it. So what I'm going to do is just leader ability throughout Lim and try to find something a little better. We only have 1 2k. It's kind of worth it to grab another one, I think. And this audio card is one I didn't used to run, but it can just become a 6k body easily, which is good for poking into some of the taller bodies in this meta. Now, next turn, we're able to drop Sanji and an NL, so this will be a way better turn to do that, actually. And we don't really care too much to take damage here. I got a text. All right, let's go ahead and take this. I just want to get cards at hand. I could Rampadon, but that's so good in this matchup for whenever 10 cost comes down. I don't want to do that yet. We drop Sanji, and then we're going to get some new cards in hand. I don't think I need another Sanji. And I don't think I need to be searching again. I'd rather get rid of the bricks out of my hand. And then we actually can't swing again because he's a 6k lead. That's one of the things that's kind of weird about playing Lim into Ace, is because you can't swing a lot, but you're swarming board. And if anything, you're kind of starving him. Now, his normal play of Jozu won't be as strong because, what, does he want to get Marco back in hand? I wouldn't. All right, let's let T-Tabs think here. I think I'm going to start keeping more losses in my videos, so even if we lose this, I think I'll just keep it in. I'm not trying to teach you how to play Lim here. I'm just showcasing the deck. Everyone knows Soloist is the One Piece personality. I just ate dinner, and I'm dying. Okay, so we're going to be getting a 4-cost back to our hand. We're going to be getting Lim back either way, which is... it's okay. I mean, he could try to return this. Okay. That's actually a play. He could have tried to return this to make me rest it and then killed it. I think we take an 8. Yeah, I don't really care. Okay, 2 of those. Not bad. Ideally, I would have my one of my Zoro right now, but of course I don't. I'm scared to search with Lim again. I'm gonna drop this blocker Lim, and then we're gonna swing 7. See what happens. Get a card out of his hand for a 2k. He takes, obviously. I think it's a smart idea to take. He doesn't want to get starved. I'm going to go ahead and save 2 Dawn. Using one of these to rest down one of the units will not be a bad thing. I think I swing another 7. I actually don't think I need to use it that early because Deadman's game is also really good into this matchup. Honestly, I think swinging 2 8s here feels pretty good. By dropping Mihawk. One thing I'm learning, I used to save Mihawk to go for wins. You got 4 copies of him, and he becomes a 6K body. It's okay. It's totally okay to use him for mid-game pressure, especially against Ace. Ace's biggest strength is that he can get a million cards. But if you're swinging this wide every turn, you're going to be hurting that hand size he wants to take. So we got 2 damage on Ace that turn. Stand up Vanilla. At that point, they're both just vanilla of 6Ks, and I'd stand up the character I like better. That's a wild statement, but I love Vanilla. Vanilla's my goat. Get a 5 at lead. I'm definitely not going to take that, but I have to give a 2K, sadly. What's he at? He's at 8 Dawn, so I think we will be seeing a 6. Give another 2K. Surely he's not going to play a Blockbeard now because he messed up the sequencing. He would want to do that before he swung with these guys. What's the play? Oh, he's not having them. Very rare usually for an Ace player. Well, he did have that. He doesn't have the event. I guarantee that's what it is. And he's probably bricked, so that kind of tells us he's bricked if he's dropping that. Oh, but that was smart because he can return something to hand now. So what does he return? I would return the Sanji, probably. It's just a pesky body on board. Yep. Not a bad call. Okay, we finally get Dofi. That's not bad. I don't think it's a bad idea to play Sanji either. Because we can play Sanji, get 2 Dawn back, play the Lim over the Lim, just to get more 2Ks in hand. And then we can leader ability and still have 1 Dawn up. But we already have a blocker, so I don't think we need to play Dofi this turn. We need to save 2. So I think we go... I want to kill Atmos because he's at 1 life. I do not want to activate Roger. 6, 6, 7 is what we're going to be doing here. Not seeing any of my big bodies is kind of hurting me right now. Okay, I'm a little scared. I definitely don't think we die. Yeah, we definitely don't die if he drops Roger. So I'm not that worried. I'm going to keep putting pressure on him. Especially if he's as bricked up as we're thinking, he is not going to want to take. I would block and draw 3. He's letting this Marco last way too long. So we end turn. He's going to drop a Blockbeard now, and I think we can rest it here. Getting a 7K somewhere? Yeah, that seemed a little silly. I'm thinking if you don't drop Blockbeard here, you just kind of lose, right? Yeah, here it comes. And then he can drop an Uta, which then Deadman's game is huge because we can this turn rest the Blockbeard and the next turn rest the Marco and the Uta if they drop an Uta. We definitely want to counter with this turn, like for sure. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead, pop this, return 1 Dawn, get +2 here, rest down the Blockbeard, and counter 2. Then we can just block this swing. And if he drops an Uta, I'm feeling very good about this game. Yep. DMG here. And then we swing 7 and he concedes. Yeah. Definitely not good for him that he whiffed on getting the event. So like if he had the event on 8 Dawn, that would have been a different game. But you see how good Nora Beam Sword is into an Ace. It's so good. Okay, that was a good showcase for Lim's power in this meta. Let's go ahead and get another game. Okay, we saw a GP Luffy floating around here. Ooh, good hand. Good hand alert. Good hand alert. So let's go ahead and just fight a GP Luffy. Why not? I'm not seeing any emus on Sim right now. I'm not playing ranked right now. My ranked would not work earlier for some reason, so I'm just getting any Eastern game I can. So sorry about that for those who ranked purists, but this is just what I've got. GP, I've heard is very not bad into this meta, but I've not seen a lot of people play him to admit. Taking first away from him hurts him pretty good because he's going to be playing Sanji putting on an awkward turn. I think I remember them liking to go first, but I don't remember. That was a very quick meta for me, I feel like. And then Drop Lim. Ooh, that hurts. I guess we take a 2K. That's the only thing we can grab there. Let's stand Lim up. Pretty good. Chunk down alive. I did play a lot of Lim in the GP and UP meta. So, for better or for worse. Okay, so actually he's getting a pretty decent curve next turn. Does he swing 5? I would, obviously. Not having Sakazuki feels bad right now because Sakazuki could mess up some things. He's deciding to starve, which isn't a bad idea. If he's going to 5, I would drop a Nami. But he's going to 6, so I don't really need to worry about that too much. So I think what I do here, I'm going to swing a 6. Then I'm going to swing 2 7s by dropping a Mihawk. Just get some early game pressure, because I'm kind of... One thing I don't like about playing events in Lim is just when you draw too many of them early. Like, I don't need to see 2 DMGs on turn 3. So I'm not seeing my Odyssey bodies to actually play. That hurts quite a bit. I want to stand up a weaker body, so the other one's easier to protect. Even though it's kind of unfortunate the situation we're in with protecting it. And he didn't swing last turn, which is kind of unfortunate. He gets the Sanji Pudding down. Not bad. He can swing 7 into here. He can swing a lot more than 7. I almost would. If he swings 8, I kind of just sadly have to let it go. Yeah, the state of playing events in Lim, this is just like something... The reason I always hated doing it before, but it's just like... They're too strong not to. So I'm going to drop a 2K just to protect it once. And then he's probably going to swing in. If he swings a 7 into it, feels bad, but I got to protect it. I really want to keep my bodies. And he keeps 2, I'm assuming, for a chopper blocker. Okay. It's not a good turn to play that, though, because he can just all in and kill it. I have no counter. So... Sadly, I got to leave up, like, 4 Dawn for insurance. Now, the question here is not swung live. I think I just keep pressuring his life, honestly. We do a 2K check on him. Do another 2K check. See, we have 2 DMGs. I think 2... Nora Beam Sword will be pretty good here. So I can swing 8. I don't need to use both of those this turn. Swing another 8. Maybe get a giant. DMG. Yeah, that's pretty good. I don't know why I didn't think about them running that. So we do have Nora Beam Sword to at least take one other swing off the board. Man, this is an unfortunate draw right now. Like, we are not getting anything. He is playing very smart by starving us, so that's how you beat Lim. You starve her and just don't let her draw cards. And then you end up in situations like this, where you just don't have anything to draw. He's playing this very smart. If he just swings an 8, I'm okay using Nora Beam. I could DMG, but then he swings another 8, and we're kind of screwed. But I really want to get value out of these cards. Oh, you can't use it on characters. I always forget. Oops. Go ahead and hit live, please. I need cards so bad. I need cards in my hand. I always forget you can't use DMG on characters. Another Zoro. God, low-key annoying. Low-key really annoying. Oh, man. Nami? Okay. Drawing a Shanks here would be pretty cool. That is not very helpful, but, I mean, it's a body, so I guess I gotta play it. I guess we swing 8-8. Try to get him to at least take a life here. Good thing about Lim, though, is that we get to constantly stand something up, so we always have 2 swings. So him starving face is going to end up being a nightmare for him. Leave 1 Dawn up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All of his swings next turn. I mean, he could just drop a Luffy, too, and be fine. Man, what an unfortunate game for drawing. That opening hand was not super good. Yeah, this is definitely over unless we draw really good counter cards. Let's let him play it out. Let's see what happens. I mean, let me know what I did wrong, but I mean, I genuinely just felt like I bricked that really bad. I got to get out of what I can, so I will just do that. 7 at me. Brick. $1K. $2K. $1K. Yeah, just let him have it. Yep, that was a very unfortunate game. I'll try to get one more in for you. Unfortunately, that last game is just kind of the perfect example of one of Lim's biggest weaknesses in this meta, is just not drawing super well. I'm going to keep this hand even though we are going second. I do not have Lim, but this Sabo is so valuable in this meta. Getting to draw cards every turn feels great. Also, this is a good example of a game that we have to go second on, which Lim hates going second, but in this meta, okay, cool. We actually have a big body to play on curve. Okay, hold up. I can play this, swing here. Ooh, this is a good turn. And then I can play Enel instead of Sabo, and I can play Sabo next turn. Enel to get some card draw. I can play that with it. And I don't need 2 Sabos. I'll end turn and stand Lim up. That ended up being a pretty good turn. Yeah, I don't need 2 Sabos, and I definitely don't. What else? I didn't need another Enel, but playing this next turn is going to be awesome for board swarming. Just don't let Roger, even when he's 7K, just don't let him breathe. And we have more than enough counter to get out of that. I don't want to give up another 2K. This music is killing it right now. Drop a Sanji. Give me back some Dawn. I'm going to swing 5, 7, and then drop a Sabo. And stand the Sabo up, obviously. Don't worry about not getting him too far down before his leader ability activates, because in order for him to stay healthy, he has to, like, kill his hand size. What's he at now? 8 Dawn. It's very likely he can get to 10 this turn. Well, actually, no, it's not. He's only going to get to 9. There's no double ramps at that level, anyway. So we're going to have a big turn next turn. Like, actually. So one of the big things I didn't go over is with this 10-cost Shanks, you can actually play cards with Lim's leader effect, even though it says you can't play any cards, which is nuts, honestly. So we'll activate all. I'll start with a 7. Cool. I'll go ahead and swing an 8 with Sabo just to get a card draw. Double Mihawk next turn is... Mihawk this turn might be pretty good, actually. I'm healthy. I don't feel like I really need to drop a... Sophie. Mihawk this turn. Mihawk next turn. He's not clearing board. We already got him at 0? Oh my gosh. Okay. When Lim clicks, it clicks, baby. That was... He kind of got high rolled to Oblivion and back, but that goes to show that opening hands without 1 costs are not always worth keeping. Now, well, we did luck into drawing it, but I think we had enough 2Ks. We would have been safe either way not doing it, but it did just help ensure us that we were safe. Lim is really good. Go ahead and stick with the Lim train if you're on Lim. I would be taking Lim to Peoria if it wasn't for Sabo. I feel a little more consistent with Sabo. As you saw from the last game, Lim just can get really unfortunately unlucky sometimes. And it's really mulligan dependent, but it does eat up a lot of the meta. It does really well in the Emu. I'm sorry, I didn't see any Emu players online, so I didn't get to showcase it, but maybe I'll do another Lim video and show that off. But hey, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all in my next one. I kind of want to make one on Yellow Bonnie next, so I'll see you then. Bye-bye.